Audrey Gavin, I see you in the building. We're going to go ahead and get started because I don't have a lot of time. I want to go ahead and breeze through this. Hey, I do have some information updates that I wanted to talk about as it relates to the Shaquella Robinson case, okay? I'm going to call them the Cabo Six, all right? All right, so according to the Charlotte Observer, the police report and the death certificate does not match as it relates to Shaquella Robinson, you guys, okay? Now, Nasir Wiggins said that Shaquella was alive when the paramedics came to the villa. Her death certificate said that she passed several, I guess, hours after. Now, the police report came from the Mexican Metro Police, and it was translated into English. Her physical injuries were overlooked, all right? She had a busted lip, a bump on her head, and she had several bruises. These were visible bruises, okay? The report does say that she did suffer from a cardiac arrest, okay? She did suffer from cardiac arrest in conjunction to the broken neck and the broken spine as well, okay? This is the police report, okay? Now, her friends, of course, they treated it like it wasn't an emergency for almost an hour while Shaquella lay there suffering a broken neck and excruciating back pain, all right? Winter Donovan, which she's from Greensboro, North Carolina, the girl who actually slammed Shaquella, called for help. Okay, she called 911, it was said, all right? Winter is the one, like I said, that delivered the final blow to Shaquella, causing her causing her demise. All right, so the doctor says that she was told that Shaquella drank a lot of alcohol and that she needed an IV. The report says that the doctor found a female unable to communicate. She was dehydrated and appearing to be inebriated, all right? It says that the doctor also reported that Shaquella needed to be transported to a hospital, but her friends, more so Winter Donovan, insisted that she be treated in the villa. So they did not want her to go to the hospital, and they were very persistent in saying that they wanted her to stay in the villa. So Dr. Gutierrez attempted an IV but was unsuccessful. This is what it's saying. According to the report, it was unclear what medication was in the IV. The information also says that the doctor was there for about an hour when Shaquella began having a seizure, all right? And she also had convulsions from the seizure that lasted more than a minute. At this point, Winter Donovan, the girl who slammed Shaquella, called 911 to request an ambulance, all right? This was around 4:20 p.m., all right, you guys? So, yeah. All right, so let's move on. Mexican authorities, this is the update. Mexican authorities have identified the person attacking Shaquella as Dejanay. So she's been identified, so she's going to be getting picked up here real soon. And the person videoing the attack was Malik. He is also on the radar list for the FBI, okay? So they've already identified Dejanay and Malik. So by this time, Shaquella was showing difficulty breathing, and she had a lowered pulse, all right? It said that she was given rescue breaths, like CPR, all right? So Winter Donovan, the girl who slammed her, was doing most of the talking during the process, telling the doctor to treat her versus taking her to the hospital, then got scared when she started having seizures and wanted to call 911 for the ambulance. So Winter Donovan, the girl who slammed her and gave her the final blow that took her life, was doing most of the talking out of guilt because she knew that she was the one that caused her demise. All right, so then the doctor began administering CPR at 4:49 p.m. when Dr. Gutierrez detected Shaquella stopped having a pulse. Police arrived and talked to the doctor who was treating Shaquella at 5:25 p.m. Okay, it's not clear from the information in the police report what time the ambulance arrived from the 911 call. Okay, so the report confirms that paramedics administered a total of 14 rounds of CPR, 5 doses of adrenaline, and 6 discharges of AED shocks without success. They tried to save her and they were not successful. So imagine getting 14 rounds of CPR, which you guys know has the chest compressions, and them constantly tilting your head, trying to, breathe into your mouth while your neck is broke, while your back is broke. And these idiots told these people that she had alcohol poisoning versus telling them that she was badly beaten up and that she, was not responding. She could not move. They knew it was something more than alcohol poisoning, and they did not tell them that. So they gave false reports. They gave false reports. So had the doctor known what she was there to treat Shaquella for, then she could have taken other measures in terms of saving her faster, because they were thinking that she was just, like I said, alcohol poisoning. That's what they were treating her for, because that's what the doctor was told when she arrived, all right? So she was pronounced deceased at 5:53 p.m., okay, on the 28th. Yeah. So there was a second autopsy done, and it was going to be very critical in this case. The death certificate doesn't match the police report, is what it's been saying. Winter Donovan was scared for her actions and decided to be the one doing all the talking, like I said, and making the decisions in terms of Shaquella's medical help. Okay, so she has pretty much refused the proper help for Shaquella after delivering the final blow. So they sat in that room for hours. This attack happened early that morning. So Shaquella was being attacked throughout the day, you guys. It wasn't just one attack, it was several attacks on this young woman, and it happened throughout the morning, okay? Her neck was broken, okay? Her neck was broken, and her back was also broken. She had contusions. It was visible marks and visible bruising on her, so they could not say that they did not know. Now, her friend who said that he arrived there late, Nazir, he lied and said that he did not see any visible bruises or anything, and then he came back later on and said that he saw that she had a busted lip and something was wrong with her eye, and he saw a bump on her. So why, sir, did you not call 911 to get her the help that she needed? It was proof that she had been attacked and that something had happened to her, and he neglected to get her the help that she deserved as well. So he should be arrested as well, okay? Yeah, I did see a video where Nazir was chanting over Shaquella's body while she slept in a hammock prior to the attack happening on the video, and that has been released online. And of course, the video looked very eerie. So if you want to see that, all right, let's move on. I have some more that I want to talk about. I did not have time to get all of this out this morning, but I did want to let you guys know the updates that I came across. So as you guys know, Khalil and Malik Dreyer, it's said that the reason that this attack occurred is because the two of them had some type of inappropriate interaction to where Shaquella knew about it, and the evidence was in her phone, and they wanted her to unlock her phone to reveal that evidence, and she declined. So that is why the attack occurred. And Malik, who was her best friend, decided that he would not put hands on her because he was a male, so he asked for Dejanay to do the attack for him. All right. During the attack, Winter, the girl who slammed her, was said to be on FaceTime talking to someone during the attack. All right. Now, after the fight with Dejanay, Winter Donovan slammed Shaquella to the ground, causing Shaquella not to get up. All right. Malik initiated the attack for Dejanay to attack her because he did not want to do it, as I said to you guys before. All right, so Dejanay, which I'm going to call her the aggressive bully who attacked Shaquella, was fighting for Malik, and Malik was the one who was filming the video, egging it on, and telling Shaquella that she needed to fight back. All right, now, like I said, they wanted her to open her phone, and she declined, and that is when the attack occurred. You could hear Dejanay in the video saying that she was tired of this shit and blah, 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 blah. And she was, you could see in the video, you could see the hate in her eyes, and you could hear it in the licks that she was giving to Shaquella, okay? Dejanay had already low-key had a problem, they're saying, with Shaquella, but Shaquella did not know it upon going on this trip. Khalil didn't try to break it up because he didn't want to be in the room when Shaquella was being attacked, okay? It says that Khalil nor Malik does not identify with being openly out, and that the alleged video in Shaquilla's phone is what sparked the altercation, and they panicked because they didn't want people to know that that situation occurred, allegedly. Let's put that on there. So, yeah, let's move on. I got more. God. So they intended to embarrass Shaquella, all right, during this particular attack. During this attack, she was she was being attacked nude. She did not have on any clothes, okay? They did not allow her to get any clothes. If you saw the video, you saw where whenever Dejanay hit her, Shaquella was trying to cover herself. There were guys in the room that was watching this. So this girl was being humiliated in front of a camera without her clothes on while she was being beaten, okay? Now, Shaquilla's mom says that Khalil called her several times on the day of, all right, that Shaquilla was gone, but they lied and said that she could not come to the phone because she had alcohol poisoning. So they were then trying to get their alibi straight, and I believe that they all sat down and said, this is what we're going to say, because they all had the same story, which was a lie. So he had multiple calls that he called her mother throughout the day, all right? The first call to Shaquilla's mom, it says that she was inebriated and she could not sleep. The next call to Shaquilla's mother said that she had alcohol poisoning. The next call, it said that she did not have a pulse or her pulse was faint. And the rest of them had already hopped a flight back to the U.S., okay? Now, Khalil, let's see, no. I already told you that her autopsy has already shown that she had a broken neck and cracked spinal cord, all right, and back spasms according to her mother, all right. Shaquilla was very petite, so the attack that occurred on her was very damaging to her body. The way that Winter Donovan allegedly slammed her down is what landed the final blow and caused her to lose her life, all right. Shaquilla was outnumbered amongst these girls. It is said that Malik called Shaquilla's mom and asked for $4,000 to take Shaquilla to the ER, and none of them had even had any type of plan to take her to the ER because they asked the doctor to treat her in the not in the hotel room, but in the room where they were. The attack happened in Shaquilla's room. They all came into her room and they attacked her in her room. She tried to escape the room. If you saw the video, she tried to go out of the patio door, but Dejanay blocked her, okay? She could not get out of the entryway coming into the room because everyone else who was in there watching the fight was also blocking that entryway. So she was outnumbered and she was blocked from leaving, okay? Let's keep going. There's a lot. So they called Shaquilla's mother and asked for $4,000 to take her to the ER after they had already called her multiple times to tell her that she had alcohol poisoning. So they made it seem like they were going to treat her, but they wanted the $4,000 to try to come back to the United States, all right, allegedly. Her mother started to become suspicious and decided after the 6th returned to wait for the autopsy to tell her what happened to her daughter because she felt like it was something more than alcohol poisoning. As you guys also know, Shaquilla's father paid $6,000 to send Shaquilla's body back to the U.S. because they left her over there and brought her luggage back. So they brought her luggage and they left her. All right. So like I said in the video, you can see Dejanay where she blocked Shaquilla from leaving the room through the sliding door, and the only other exit out of the room was in the entryway coming into the room. All right. So my question is this: if they all feel that they're all innocent in this situation, why have not any one of them called the police to give a statement? Why are they all running? Why has Winter Donovan changed her number? Because it said that I think a police officer, somebody tried to reach out to her and her number has been changed and says that her number is no longer in service. So she's the one that delivered the final blow, but she is running scared. 2 of the 6 of them, Fox 3 News reached out to them and went to their house to get a statement from them to see if they would talk. No one would come to the door. So everyone is pretty much mute and on the run, okay, since this situation occurred. It's a mess, you guys. It's a mess. Nazir, the guy who got to Cabo last, who was supposed to be her friend as well, who said that he gave CPR to her. He, of course, lied. His story has changed several times. I've seen him on TikTok where he did a video where his story has not been consistent, okay? His story has not been consistent, and he also said that he gave CPR. He did not. Okay, he particularly said in the video that he played whenever he saw Shaquilla in the position that she was in with her lip busted and the bruises and abrasions, she was laying down. He said that he played Summer Walker to her to soothe her and ease her pain. And he said that he caressed her. Okay, so why, if you saw her in that and you knew that she was in pain, why did you not call 911 to get her help? Okay. Why did you not do that? Who plays someone an R&B song when you see them badly beaten and they need medical attention and you don't do that? So now you are an accessory to this girl's demise. Nazir, because you've been on social media watching several YouTubers talking about this situation. So if you're watching my video, sir, you too need to be arrested, okay? I'm saying it right here, okay? It's given accessory to taking someone's life. It's given tampering with evidence when they removed items from the room, including her cell phone. It said that Shaquilla's cell phone and her purse has been missing. So they have her cell phone. It's given premeditated from the video that we saw where all of them were in there talking. When Shaquilla walked in, they stopped talking and looked at her like they were asking, why is she there? They were already plotting as to what they wanted to do to this girl, allegedly, okay? It's given bank fraud because they used her card and they took $10,000 of her money. Okay, it's giving making false statements and saying that she had alcohol poisoning after there was no alcohol found in her system. Okay, it's given assault and false imprisonment for not allowing her to leave the room when she was being assaulted. Okay, now, like I said, the FBI has taken on this case and they are in the process of doing extradition on all of them. And like I said, they are all running and they are scared and they are hiding and they're not doing any interviews, except one of them who said that they would be open to doing an interview with the Shade Room, but it would only be if they got paid. Okay, so the nerve of you, the nerve of you. Okay, Nazir was saying in a recent interview that he did everything that he could for Shaquilla and that he just wants to be able to grieve in peace. Well, sir, I'm going to say this. Your ass will not be able to grieve in peace until you are in a Mexican jail, okay? That is when you will get to grieve in peace, when you are locked up in a Mexican jail, all right? Yeah. And my thing is this, like I said, the crazy thing is that they did all of this in Mexico, and my thing is this also, that their families are not going to be flying back and forth to Mexico to come and visit them because half of them probably don't even have a passport. Okay, so it's going to be a wrap for each and every one of them that was involved in this situation with taking out Shaquilla. All right, and they will get to feel like she felt. She felt alone in that situation. She felt teamed up against, all right, in that particular room when she was by herself, all right? They're saying that Nazir Wiggins, the guy who got there late, they're saying that his car was spotted outside at Shaquilla's funeral by one of her family members, and says that Nazir Wiggins, they were saying that he is very bold and that if he is innocent, that he needs to come forward and he needs to turn himself in. Now, he's all over social media talking and doing different interviews with people, but he has yet to go to the police station to give his story and turn himself in, all right? So it is said that the but the FBI has already identified Dejanay Jackson, which is the girl that we saw in the video that was fighting Shaquilla and punching her. And then the second person is Winter Donovan, because she actually called 911 to ask for an ambulance. So they called the same number that was listed for the 911 call when she called 911 to have the ambulance come. And that number has now since been changed and or blocked, and it's out of service. So she does not use that number anymore. So the two of them have already been identified on the FBI's list. So they are after them, okay? Yes, the third person who's going to be arrested is Malik, because he initiated this attack, okay? The one who filmed the attack. Khalil, he is also going to be arrested as well because he was there and he did not call for help. Nazir, the guy who was there last, he was there and he saw visibly that she needed help, and he did not call anyone to get her help as well. And there was a sixth person there, Elise, I think is her name. She also left Cabo and left Shaquilla there without getting the necessary help that she needed. This girl laid in a hotel, laid in her room suite for hours and hours with a broken neck and with a cracked spine in excruciating pain. She could not hardly breathe. She was dehydrated. They said whenever the paramedics did get there, she was beyond dehydrated. She could not drink. She had not drank anything. It was a mess, okay? So regardless to whatever they were going to do for her, she honestly still wasn't going to make it. Had they called earlier, she probably could have made it, but she probably would have been paralyzed, because after Winter Donovan slammed her down, it cracked her spine. So she probably was never going to walk again after this situation. Okay, she was never ever going to walk again after that situation, after Winter Donovan slammed her. All right, now Nazir, like I said, the guy who arrived there last, he made a recent post saying that now can I grieve? Like I just said, he said, I told y'all that I tried to help her. Okay, and my thing is, if you try to help her, why haven't you gone to the police and given a statement? And that goes for all of them. If you guys cared about her so much and she was your friend, why are you running? Why are you running scared? Why are you avoiding the police? Why have you deactivated all of your social media accounts? Why are you running? If you are innocent in this situation, come forward, give statements, and say what happened. Say what happened so this situation can be put to rest. All of you are getting ready to have warrants issued against you. Okay? You can run, but you cannot hide. You can't fly out of the country. Okay, and the $10,000 that was taken, if you had to split it between the 6 of you, how long do you think that that's going to last for you guys to be able to run and do whatever that you plan to do with this girl's money? She was a hard worker. It was said that Shaquella had 3 businesses at 25 years old. She was a boss out here. And they were jealous of that. They were jealous of the fact that she was a boss and had 3 businesses that she ran. Okay? Yeah. So I'm going to keep my ears to the streets on this situation, guys. I wanted to bring this information to you. I did not have time this morning in Car Chronicles to give you all of this pertinent information. But I dug and I dug and I dug, and I'm going to continue to dig. I appreciate you guys jumping on this live so that you guys can get this. If I get any more information, I promise you that I will come on here and give you that as well. I've been keeping my ears, like I said, to the streets and to all news outlets and everything else that's been talking about this case. I will not rest. There are several other content creators that's talking about this as well. We are going to help solve this case. Okay? Yeah, we're going to help solve this case. We're going to keep talking about it until arrests are made, until this situation is done. Okay? Until justice has been done. All right? So yes, on this channel, the Rell Show, we're going to continue to talk about it. Rest in peace to Shaquella Robinson. Prayers to her and her family, that they continue to get through this situation. I know it's hard. At the end of the day, like I said, watch your circle. Keep your circle small. Everybody that is around you is not for you. And this particular situation proves that, okay? This girl went on a trip with people who she thought was her friends, only to get there and be ambushed and lose her life in a place as beautiful as Cabo, Mexico, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I wanted to give you guys that update. We will have Car Chronicles tomorrow. And I may touch on this a little bit more as I get more updates as well, okay? Please go ahead and like this video. We have 131 of you in here. I gave you guys some good information. Like, this is like TTT. Not all content creators have this information. So if you guys can please go ahead and like this video, because when I tell you, I've been working day and night on trying to get this information out there, because I want to see justice for this family, okay? Yes, please go ahead and like this video. Please go ahead and like this video, and please go ahead and like this video. I love you guys that way. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys tomorrow for Car Chronicles, okay? Thank you to my content creators in the building, and thank you also to my moderators for helping out in this video, okay? We're going to get on out of here now. Goodbye.